power to weight. Power to weight.
Power to weight.
Power to weight.
Drags is going to be interesting.
Power. We need more power.
But I need more power.
We need more power. I told you we're back. Yep. Hope you guys enjoyed the last vlog. First of many. I'm getting used to filming again. Hope you enjoy this one. We actually detuned this car for today's purposes. Normally it runs at E30 and a meth blend and it's like 700 brake horsepower, but we have detuned it down to 99 run fuel kind of power level, which is about 635 brake horsepower. So yeah, we're driving up to a special airfield, and once we get there, I'll explain what we're doing. So yes, runway M240i, you know what's going to happen. Today we've been invited down by Jamie from Officially Gassed to put this car up against its bitter rival, the TTRS DAZA, with a similar power to what this is running, and I believe that TTRS is as well. We'll try and grab Cam and have a chat with him as well to kind of find out the setup, but it is a bit of a comparison on two platforms at the same power level, and nothing more than that. But we're going to document as much as we can today. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the content. And I think this is going to be the last leg for this car in terms of this setup. After this, we need more power. We already know that, we just need a reason to have more power. And I think today is going to be it. Let's get it. We got to chat to Cam. I want to chat to James. James is a legend. I don't know if you've seen James before, you probably have. He is the man behind...
The main guy.
Yeah, behind Jamie. He knows everything about cars. He knows more than me. He can tune anything. You can tune anything, right? So this fine gentleman next to me is Cam. He's going to be racing me today.
Yeah.
He's feeling very confident. He's told me my car's slow. He's done all the smack talk. But he's got a TTRS, DAZA.
Yeah.
Turbo Technics, not Turbo Technics.
TTE.
TTE 700.
Yeah.
Bigger injectors, port injectors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 cc's.
And you're running 99 run, so about the same power, about 640 to 650 brake horsepower. This is the 7-speed DSG DQ 500, whereas that one is obviously the ZF8. So that's going to be the defining factor today. ZF8 versus a DSG, basically. I think you've got it on the shifts. I think they're a lot quicker than a ZF8. I think the launch is going to be quite interesting, but I don't know, what do you reckon?
B58, obviously a motor that's not to be played with, but
yeah.
You know, it's an argument to be had, DAZA versus B58. If I'm honest, I think that'll do the dig racing, and if this is going to win anything, rolls. Look,
I think I can easily echo that, and I 100% believe that the B58 in that 240i will get off the line clean and have the most grip and give you the most torque. But the weight is the biggest issue.
Yeah, this is a lot. Well, I say a lot, but I'd say about 200 kilo. So it does have that advantage. Yeah. But as we know, that getting out the whole different ball game.
100%. Look, I'm interested to see what happens. And like I said, there's no W's or L's today. It's about finding out at the same power level which one's quicker for the same sort of mods, downpipe, hybrid turbo, injectors. So it's going to be quite interesting. And if you want to find out the results, head over to Jamie's channel, and we'll have a chat later.
It's Birmingham's night. Oh, man. All right,
if I need a plumber, I ain't going to call him.
Mate, I wouldn't, even if you do need a plumber.
Really?
Even if you were good friends with him.
Really?
Because he's the kind of guy that once he's worked in your house, you turn on your downstairs light and your toilet flushes. Yeah. Mad.
Right.
You turn on your cooker and your boiler comes on, bro. One of them ones.
I wouldn't using this joke.
All right.
Boy.
All right, mate, get out. Come on. We're working here.
We're at the battleground,
Yes.
the Chernobyl Part 3. Poke without smoke, they say?
No smoke without poke, bro.
Is it? Oh, what's this?
He's getting smoked for that, bro. He's getting smoked. Bye.
We're gonna have him. Come on.
All right.
Yeah?
Listen, we got pride in this ground, yeah?
Yeah, to be
I
fair,
run
it's a-
fast times on this round, yeah?
It's a
I
lot-
don't put no excuses out
It's
there.
a lot better than it was.
It's better.
Yeah, it's been resurfaced
not quite
to a
there,
degree. So today, we are up against...
Yeah, look, I've got you up against the DAZA. Now, I think, in fact, out of all the DAZAs or DAZA-equipped chassis I could pick, you're up against the lightest of the bunch. You're up against the TTRS.
Oh, man.
But look, we believe in the B58 and we believe in what you can do.
Look, power-wise, they're about the same, I think. I had a chat with him. 1000cc injectors, TT 700, so about 640, 650 brake horsepower. But yeah, the weight is going to be...
Yeah, the weight is really going to be his potentially winning factor here. I mean, power to weight, he's going to be massively up on you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call it like this: roll race, he's got you. If he can drive the car, and I know it's auto, drive the car, as long as you don't bang it off red line too much, he's got you. Drags is going to be interesting. That's my opinion on where you might be able to do something better.
The thing is, you could chuck a bit of ballast in his car, but he's only got one seat, so you need
listen,
someone who's 200 kilos to jump in his car. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I think
I think it'll be a good race.
it's going to be a good day. I think the sun's out, it's
Sun's
nice and
out.
warm. Heat soak.
Hopefully, yeah.
There's a fair few cars here that we do want to talk about, specifically this R8 V8 supercharged by GMR. We did actually cover a video with GMR many moons ago at the British Motor Show or Autosport International, or one of them. But yeah, this is a V8 supercharged, a brand new supercharger kit, prototype form today.
Yeah, so we basically built the kit up over the last year really. So there's been a lot of development work. It's been really good. Mechanically, she's been working absolutely beautiful. We've done a couple of thousand miles of testing this year so far, so it's been really good. Sadly today, disappointing day because the map was not doing what we wanted. We need to revise things, move things forwards, but we're running water injection. We're running a forged carbon fibre compression moulded plenum on it.
When it comes to calibration, everything is a test day, and as you're testing these kind of things, brand new hardware, you know, olden day sort of ECU, math-based systems, it can get complex, so kind of making the most out of it is going to be difficult. But like I said, we open our doors to you if you ever need a hand in calibration or anything like that. You might get this on the dyno. It is a rear-wheel drive version, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so rear-wheel drive R8, stick it on our dyno, get some calibration in and see if we can hit 600 horse.
That's the plan. Fingers crossed.
Here was Warren from it. So we knew something wasn't right and we found the problem. The Valvetronic motor didn't fully engage, and that's the reason for that is because the other day we took the charge pipe out to kind of make sure that the MPT plugs were fully tight, and yeah, that Valvetronic motor wasn't fully seated, so we had this fault on the Valvetronic servo motor position. It's funny because it doesn't chuck on the engine light on this until it knows that it's faulty, because there isn't an active reason for the Valvetronic to be used all the time, especially when you're full throttle racing. So we've connected that back up. We're going to reset adaptations. I think there's one race left, but we are struggling for grip today. Literally, Michelin Pilot Sport 4Ss do not work on this sandy surface. But look, we know what it does. It did a 10.5 core and a 2.7 0 to 60, I think, or 2.6 0 to 60, which is about what we normally do, but we usually get deeper into the 10s, but it is very warm today. Like I said, this is kind of like the last of the final testing for this setup, hybrid turbo with MEF injection and DI only. And when we go back, we'll show you something that we've got for this. It's a pleasure racing, yeah. True
racing,
gentleman.
Good racing.
I see you got the laptop out, ready to flash it.
Turning it back down.
Turn it back down for the ride home. Yeah, true example of power to weight, a true example of two different platforms, and you know, it settles a couple of arguments out there. Obviously, this era of car would be more suited to kind of an F series, but that's only rear wheel drive. So yeah, the G series was the likely suspect. Unfortunately, it's a bit too heavy, and we had concerns today. So it is what it is, and yeah, it's been a pleasure. And look, keep in touch if you need anything for this build and you want to take it any further.
Definitely get in touch.
We'll have to.
Like we discussed, I've got some parts that I need, so yeah, definitely be in touch.
Wicked. Nice one, Cam.
Yeah.
Take care.
Today.
See you later. Good racing. The bottom line is power to weight.
Power to weight, and it's evident in this race here too. Both great engines. You can't like, look, as much as you might be a fanboy for one and like the other, they're both great in their own respects. Both can make great power, both run really good times at the limit of what they can do. And it's just interesting to see, like for like power, what happens in those chassis. Whether, if it was an RS3 saloon, maybe, let's say, it'd still be 200 kg lighter, you know, but the mad thing is, you know, that would have probably been the best kind of to give, or the heaviest of each, you know.
I think you're right, but in terms of chassis wise, that's a coupe basically. That's why you line them up, right? And yeah, the B58 versus DAZA, we tuned both, so it's not like we're biased, but obviously that was my car set up with a kind of a street spec. We are going to go back. We are going to turn it up.
Turn it right up after the feet.
Turn it right up. And we needed a reason why, and you know, that's why we're back on YouTube trying to document this. We've missed so much. Obviously, we spent a lot of time on Jamie's channel in a couple of videos. We've been on other people's channels, so we've been still active. It's just our own channel has been sagging, so.
Listen, what we need to do, right? Because this race has been great, and I love what you do. You know, I'm always bigging up MVM. And that's for a reason, because you tune, or have tuned, one of my cars in particular that I still own.
True.
I want more power now, bro.
Okay, so you said stage one was enough for you?
Come on, bro, you know me, right? We'll be building the engine soon.
He wants a 1500 horsepower family wagon.
Family daily.
Yeah, dropping off little
kids. I want to be the first to nursery.
We made it, Jack.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah, we made it.
Every day. But no, real talk, I need more power because I need to race more people. It's nice having a stage one. Stage one's been amazing. It does what it says on the tin, and it does it very, very well. I want a little bit more noise, not too much, because obviously daily, family car, but I need more power.
Okay, so do the maths.
PERCY loss. Carry the 2 minus the 6.
I'm gonna sort something out, mate.
Cool. Sick, man. Let's do it.
Thanks for having us, mate.
My pleasure, man.
Catch you guys in the next one. So overall, great day racing today. Cam is a top lad with his TTRS. Is quick, power to weight, showed us everything today. And obviously, this can go back to back and be reliable and repeatable as long as the Valvetronic motor is connected. So that did hinder our performance earlier on, but it is what it is, and I think we need more power. What an epic day of racing. And yes, we learned today power to weight is key. It's not about B58 versus the world. It is about power to weight, which is what it boils down to. So we can't take any more weight out of this. So we're gonna have to find a solution to the weight problem. And I think we found it.
Don't matter if you cars for the road or tracks. Mexico on the lanes or Donington doing up laps. Car man, I got maps doing up maps. Maximum power, cars get gapped. They got tuners, we got tuners, but they're tuners a load of.